Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Z Daddy's Garage, where we do the goofy things that you probably thought about doing for a long time and have already done it. So, we're back again today. The last video you saw, I went ahead and painted the frame, got everything cleaned up. I was waiting on a few more parts to show up before I could really start throwing stuff together. I got my hardware for the pan hard bar. I got my bushing reducers for the pan hard bar. I got my carpet kit. I also got the fender patch and the core support patch and the inner fender that I needed for under the battery box where that rod was. I did not get the gas tank grommet in that goes through the cab. But I'm probably going to go ahead and throw the tank in anyways and just see if I can get that grommet in once it comes in. Hopefully I can get it around the neck and get it pushed in there. But today we're going to go ahead and remount the cab back to the chassis. I haven't been able to come up with any reason not to, so we're going to mount the cab back to the chassis, get that tightened back down. We're going to finish sanding the cab corners and put the carpet in, stuff like that. I got the carpet as well. So, yeah, we're going to get started here. I got to move the cab up and forward again. I got to get the chassis back out here. Then we'll reposition the camera and see where we can go from there. But, welcome back. Let's get started. Good deal. At one point I had tossed around the idea of maybe mocking up the big block and the transmission in the chassis before I put the cab back on. But I got doing some measuring and learned something I did not know. So the small block and the big block have the same motor mount distance from the back of the block where the bell housing bolts on. Did not know that. So it's like 16 and 3/16, I believe it is. I thought they had different mounting locations on the actual block casting. So I thought I was going to have to move the engine forward at least 3 inches to get everything to bolt up. Now, after measuring that, I'm now confused. I don't know. I may still have to move it forward to clear the firewall or the heater box or something like that, but I don't have to move it forward as far as actual mounting goes. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna get the cab back on. So when I get the big block sit in there, that'll tell me exactly where I have to be if I have to take the heater box off. Excuse me. If I have to take the heater box off, it's not a huge deal. The truck has been a daily driver for like the last 15 years now, but I'm not intending to make this a daily driver anymore. I probably still will. But if I don't have to daily it in the winter, I don't have to have heat. The heater box, the fiberglass on one side of it is cracked anyways, so it needs to come off and it needs to be patched properly. So if it will not fit with the big block with the heater box, then I'll just take the heater box off, patch it up, probably see if I can maybe raffle it off or sell it or do a giveaway or something on it. But yeah, so that's where we're at there. That's why the cab's going back on now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get her mounted back up. So originally I was thinking I was going to try to line the cab mounts back up, go ahead and have the rubber set down and everything else. But since I'm by myself, that's not looking entirely feasible. So I think I'm just going to set it back on the cab mounts and then take my floor jack jack up each side of the cab, put the rubber back in that way. This is a little bit hard to do by yourself. The overhead crane makes it much more feasible, but it's still a lot of mass and a lot of awkwardness to move around by yourself. Plus, I couldn't get the cab to pick up straight. I probably could have re-rigged around the front somewhere underneath and got it to sit straight, but I'm lazy, so yeah. All right, hang on for just a second. That's a little better. It's brand new rag gear, so I obviously don't want to destroy it. All right, everything is mostly lined up. I'll be able to shift it around a little better. Get the jack under it. Double check the back since we went slack. Oh yeah, we're right there in the pocket. All right, cool. So that means we can disconnect the crane. Hopefully we won't have to lift the cab again at all. I'm gonna leave it hooked up actually. I'm gonna go and get my jack, start putting the bushings back in it. There's front. Oh yes, right in the hole. That's what I'm talking about. I left the cap bolt in this corner so that way I could get an alignment pin and set it back down. bushing washer. There's another washer I'm missing. Interesting. Oh, no. Never mind. It's there. Cool. All right, let's get the jack and jack up one side. Put the bushings under it. Little old school trick for you. If you're trying to jack up something that may collapse under it or get bent or bowed or something like that, use your 4x4 or 2x4 something on top of your jack that evenly displaces the load across what you're trying to pick up. One side down, one to go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be black tomorrow. Ow! But all four cab corners are lined up, or cab mounts are lined up. So without tightening anything down, I'm gonna leave it a little bit loose. That'll give me some wiggle room if I need to wiggle it around when I start putting the front clip back on. It's nothing to go back and tighten these 4 bolts. So as long as they're installed, finger tight, then that's all I need right now. So I'm gonna worry about getting this slip yoke put back together, or not slip yoke, my rag gear on the steering column, so it'll still be mobile. All right, he didn't bend. Good deal. All right, you're straight. That's straight. Good deal. Why are you not collapsing? It's still got the pin in it. Huh. Well, how did I do this before? Did I drop a column? No. Did I drop the steering box? Maybe. I must have. God, I hate metrics. Got a brand new steering box and a brand new rag gear on it, and apparently the rag gear was already tight when I got it because I didn't remember it being a 10 millimeter. It's because it's not a 10 millimeter, so why did my 7/16 slip? Well, I got fixed for that too. 6 point. Good deal. So for the most part, that's pretty much everything we're going to do in the front today, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing back down, move the camera around the back, and we're going to do my panhard bar, we're going to do the cab corners, and then we'll probably roll this thing back, give me some more space to the sides, and we're going to start putting carpet in it. All right, so as you can see, we now have the camera moved. I did a few things off screen just to kind of prep up. I got my tools in hand. Also realized that I had not painted the panhard bracket or the axle tube under it, so I went ahead and pulled that off, shot the axle tube under it. So at this point, I have everything that I need. I have my 5/8 bolt, I have my 3/4 bolt, and I also have my bushings to go in the hind joint. So, oh, Jesus. So these go in the side of your hind joints. On either side, they make it wider, and they also reduce your bolt diameter. So, as I stated last time, I didn't really want to drill out this cup for the other end, the frame end of the panhard bar. I could drill one side out, the other side was just kind of a pain to get to. If I were going to do it, I should have done it before I put the axle back in. But it's no big deal because this tightens it up, also gives me a little more adjustability, shifts everything down. I can shorten the panhard bar itself because it's fully adjustable and be able to really, really dial it in that way. I do still have the bar set at the center. I also had to sand these, so it came as a set of 4. They were a little bit too wide, and as opposed to going in there and prying the cup up and everything else, I just sanded a little bit off the bushings. So I'm going to grab that bracket, I'm going to grab the bushing, we're going to throw the panhard bar in this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to cut this video short, but while I was filming, trying to get my stuff together for this panhard bar here, my phone ran out of storage. So I am currently trying to upload previous footage that I thought had saved to drive that did not. So I'm trying to get that footage uploaded where I can then delete them off my phone, have some more storage space. So I apologize by cutting this video short, but I'll take some pictures. We'll put a slideshow up so that way you can at least see some of the progress as we're going along here. But that looks like that's going to be about it for you listening to this ugly mug the rest of the day. Thank you for coming along, and we will definitely see you on the next one.